some hill training today. Week one. It's week 5. First time doing hill trainings in a long time, like 2 weeks. And these hills are not fun. Got 3 sets of 10 minutes with 2 to 3 minutes break in between. I don't die. Honestly, with the first set over, taking my break right now, I don't feel as bad. Given it's like my first official week back since taking the break, the minor injury. Although it's only the first set, feeling pretty good. 9.5 on the pace, so hopefully we can maintain that. Very often, when you run on this trail or walk, you'll see deer. I just saw one. I'll see if it pops up again. Oh my god. Yeah. This is my run club, the Deer Run Club. See you next week, guys. Come out to the Deer Run Club. So I feel like that was a pretty decent tempo / speed training day for hill work. My shins aren't as bad as I thought they would be. Typically with the incline stuff, it kills my shins, but it's fine. My outer foot injury isn't as bad as I thought. But tomorrow's the long run. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so probably gonna do that indoors, which sucks, but it is what it is. All in all, pretty satisfied with the hill training today. All right, just finished up the run. I'm so hungry right now, so I'll be eating some of the sushi that I already packed when I first came. So it is raining right now. Not sure if it's obvious. And so I did a treadmill long run today. Crazy pain in my knees. I've got to be honest, today's run was not easy, even though it was supposed to be an easy easy long run. Like I said, this week is the first week back from Toronto and also the injury. So I have not done a long run in 2 weeks, and kind of the theme around this week is just getting back into it. And I gotta be honest, I thought about giving up multiple times. I remember I basically told myself every possible reason why I should stop, and they were pretty valid reasons. They weren't just like, yeah, you know, if I'm going to try to aim for 3 hours and 30 minutes, I need to be able to get used to running this long, and longer, really. So I should, as Steve Harvey said, it's time to start getting comfortable being uncomfortable, and I think today was just a reminder of that fact. Alright, I don't know if it's visible, but I'm drenched right now after doing a interval training 6x4 at 5k pace. So I set the treadmill at 6:39 per mile, and honestly the first 3 sets I did the full 4 minutes, but the last 3, I'm not gonna lie, I did probably 3 minutes and 30 or 3 minutes. And honestly, I'm just happy I didn't give up. But I'm drenched. I think that's the most I sweat in a long time, honestly. It's currently 5 o'clock Saturday, and I'm supposed to be doing my continuous hills training today, and I have absolutely no desire or motivation to run, but it's got to get done. On the bright side, it's the last time that I'll ever have to do hill training for the rest of the program, so
maybe I'll go off with a bang.
First set done. Feeling pretty good. Got that big stretch and all the way, I don't know if you can see out this big uphill battle, but feeling pretty good. Set 2 finished. While I was catching my breath on the last set, something that I've noticed through training is that the time it takes for me to get to resting heart rate after having elevated heart rate is a lot faster than when I first started, which I know is a good thing, because I think that's like, I don't know what the thing is called, but it's a measure in which people use for cardiovascular health. I don't know what the term is, but the time it takes for you to be at an elevated to rest. So that was kind of rewarding to see. Set 3 finished, and it's golden hour, baby. Sun is shining, and I'm liming. One more set left to go. Let's get this baby. So, feeling wise, I'm not as sore as I thought I would be, nor do I feel as gassed or defeated. So honestly, I see that as a win for my last hill training of the year, or for this program at least. Tomorrow's run is supposed to be my long run, and unfortunately I think it's gonna rain, so I think I have to do that indoors. And I like that on the treadmill I can manage my pace and set it strictly, but I hate just like being stationary. Like this hill run was good because honestly, like, time goes a lot faster when I am running when I'm running outside. And something about just indoor training, I hate it. So I try to run outdoors as much as I can, but especially for a 2 hour and 15-minute run, I don't want to be in the pouring rain. So I don't know, if it's gonna be like light drizzle, I'll consider, but tomorrow's run, unfortunately, will be indoors. And I'm gonna pack 2 gels, and I'm not gonna forget this time to take some caffeine before, because last time I straight up, I put on Shawshank Redemption on the treadmill, and that's like a 2 hour and 15-minute movie, and even that could not hold me through the entirety of the run. Like, I just felt so just kind of like frustrated with the fact that I don't know, maybe it's my attention span, but I couldn't hold out for that long. And I've done like an hour 40, hour 50, hour 55 outdoors, and time goes by so much faster out there. All right, we are here. It's time. No more ducking. This run, it's so windy, but we move. I'm gonna store these in my little pouch. I'm gonna store my keys in my little pouch. And 2 hour 15, if I go at an easy pace, probably gonna look to get anything above 10 I'll be satisfied with. Hoping maybe 11, 12, but we'll see. Got my water, or not my water, my salt water hydration. Got my gloves, and oh right, I gotta put on my shoes. Let's go! These gels are about it. I don't really like them. I've done 7.22 miles. So I think we're doing pretty good. Decent, not great. So scratch pretty good. I think I'm getting dizzy. These jaws are so, they get stuck in your teeth. Just finished. It started pouring an hour in. As you can see, I'm just soaked right now. I'm so heavy right now because all the water weight. Oh my god, I'm like, why am I so blistered? What the heck? Shall we talk about this run? It sucked. It sucked so much. So much. An hour in, I knew the chance of this happening was high, so it's not like this came as a surprise. However, does not change the fact that it sucked when it started pouring. And my pants and my shirt and my windbreaker / anorak added like a pound of weight to me while running. I felt like I was doing resistance training. I don't know how I got so like bruised. It is Sunday, which means it is long run of the weekday. And I'm headed back to Prospect, where I ran last week. And it was rainy and whatnot. The forecast says it should be fine, cloudy, but the clouds right now doesn't look like it. So just finished up, feeling like good. Not as bad as last week because it wasn't raining. I'm so hungry though. So hungry. But another week of training in the books. This is the first time I did running while eating the gel instead of stopping. So I can at least keep my pace going and not stop outright. So I'm gonna try to get consistent with that. But I try to mix in marathon pace, even though I shouldn't have, but still having a hard time trying to manage pace. But in the coming weeks, I think I'm supposed to be integrating marathon pace anyway, so hopefully I can manage that 8 minute per mile pace. All right, I realize that I've not talked about this particular change or addressed the issue. So around week 4, week 3, I experienced issues on the outside of my foot, prevented me from really running for a week and a half, 2 weeks. Went to go see physio, and my physiotherapist basically thought I had peroneal tendonitis, thought I should go see a foot specialist, and basically got it confirmed. Essentially, my shoes are not big enough or wide enough to allow my toes to expand upon impact. So if you consider walking, you're just your foot is just rolling off the pavement or trail, whatever you're walking on. However, with running, when you introduce higher speeds, you are expanding your toes at the same time. Obviously this is an exaggeration, but you can kind of get the idea where the toes need a little bit of room to breathe, and I've discovered that that's a thing that people look for in shoes, like the toe box, how spacious it is. So these are the shoes that that were recommended to me. They are the Brooks Ghost Max in the D width. So this is as wide as they offer. Like, these are so big if you just put it on, but once you start running in them, the toes definitely do have space to expand. But I was saying, like, if you told me these were supposed to fit, I'd say you're crazy, just because how much space there is. Because it literally feels like I'm wearing like Shaquille O'Neal's like shoe, just because of how much space there is. Now, in contrast, these are the New Balance 1080 V12s, and I absolutely love these things. I use them for my everyday and my long runs. The only problem is the toe box was not wide enough, and this is a 2E width, so it's wider than normal. But yeah, it wasn't wide enough apparently, so my toes were kind of hanging outside that edge there, and caused it to kind of creep up on the side. My speed day shoes are actually my Hoka Rincon 3s. I've been using these for all my speed training, so interval training, progression runs, my threshold runs, my hill training. I just use the Rincon 3s. Brooks Ghost Max has been it's done its job. Honestly, I love the 1080s foam feeling. It's so plush, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but from a feeling perspective, it feels really good. Today's supposed to be a threshold run anyways, so it's not like it's an easy run that I can just say, oh, let's do this. It's literally on the plan. It says controlled discomfort. Like I'm dreading this so much. The run is done. The run is done. So I'm ashamed to admit that of the 25 minutes that I was supposed to be running at a controlled discomfort level, I ended up running 23. I will take that as opposed to 0. So the copium is definitely kicking in, and I'm telling myself that this is better than nothing, which I believe is a good thing. I also ran into, if you're watching this, you made it, Josh and Megan. I also ran into Josh on my long run on Sunday. Also Isaac on the Prospect Road. So shout out to Josh, Megan, and Isaac for witnessing the journey. Friday, I have it's the end of week 8 right now, coming too close to it. I have a easy run with, it says 5x8 hill sprints, but I don't know what 8 refers to, if that's meters or what. So I don't know, it's 30 to 40 minutes of an easy run. I'm gonna keep it real here. I'm gonna be super honest. I have no desire to run right now. I'm just getting to the halfway point, and I'm starting to question why I even do this. I have no motivation whatsoever, no will. I don't know yet. Yesterday's or the other day's run, where I was doing a speed session and I couldn't keep up with last week's numbers, was just kind of demoralizing, and I feel like it's adding to it right now. But I don't know, I feel like I definitely need to change my mindset. The sun is out right now. I'm still here. That in itself should be enough. I don't know. It's just mentally, I'm just not there right now, and I don't know. Hopefully, this is the lowest point, and it's just up from here. But yeah, I don't know. I think I much rather the long runs, to be honest. I'd rather be doing 3 hours of running than this 30 to 40 easy run / a little bit of speed work. but there's something in knowing that these speed sessions or this speed work that I do, that is not necessarily as long as the long runs. This is what's going to push me from 9:30 to 9 to 8:30, 8:30 to 8, which is ultimately where I want to be. But I don't know, like right now I've been hovering around the 9:30 mark for some time, and I want to be at 8, and it's been like 8 weeks. Obviously I feel like I've improved, but just plateauing at 9:30 feels like kind of bad right now. Something's got to change. So we'll see. Just not a positive day right now for running. Some part of me knows that it's also going to be snowing / raining for the next bit, so I won't be able to run outside. And I think I've already made it clear how much indoor running sucks. So we'll see. The run and workout has been completed. I'm glad I did it. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't nice, but it got done. Partially. What I mean by that is, it was supposed to be 30 to 40 minutes, and this very ambiguous 5x8 hill sprints, which I did not know, what that meant. That time was like 28 minutes. I was just chugging at that point. Hopefully next week is better as far as morale and motivation goes. It's definitely not, but I gotta think a certain way and everything will happen. One of the things that crossed my mind, so I'm a big fan of Hope Core videos, and there's one compilation that I watch almost like weekly, and I forget who says it in the video. Maybe it's Denzel, but anyways, it goes like, if you think the cost of winning is too high, wait till you see the bill for regret. And today, that was, repeating in my head constantly, and I was just thinking to myself, even though it sucks right now, I'd rather be in a position where I look back and say, I did it. Maybe I didn't do it great like I did today, not the full 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe I didn't go the speed that I wanted to, but it's better than regretting not going at all. Not that I need something to make me feel better about myself, but I guess it's a scenario that I could have, gone down and just hated myself even more. Like the whole concept that not going would only provide me temporary relief. So yeah, that's the takeaway from today. I was able to get in a run. I worked out right after, went into the sauna for a bit. So going into it, you probably saw just not feeling it at all, but coming out, things are okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm still here. I could have quit 8 weeks in, but I'm still here and I'm gonna be here. The long run for week 8 has been completed. Let's talk about it first. I brought some sushi, knowing I would be starving, famished afterwards, so it'll be a bit of a mukbang. Just got some spicy salmon. So, how was the run? Well, the main part of the run, this is copium. The main part of the run was supposed to be 3 sets of 20 minutes at marathon pace. So I did the math, and my plan was going to be 25 minutes of just easy running at like 9 minutes per kilometer. 20 minutes, so that puts us at 45 minutes for goal marathon pace. 5 minutes easy run puts us at 50. Another 20 of goal marathon pace puts us at 70 minutes. 5 minutes of easy puts us at 75. And then the last 20 minutes, which puts us at 95. And then the last 5 minutes of just easy run. Took a lot of breaks, and breaks as in, I'm going to keep it real, just stopped. Not even jog, like I just straight up stopped. And like in hindsight, I shouldn't have, but I've queued up like the best of bangers from my run playlist. And for 20 minutes, I just killed it. Like I just put on like Rocky, Tron. Like I just put on bangers after bangers. And I started to feel it towards the last like 5 minutes, but I put my mind and grind to it and got it done. I'll admit I didn't run afterwards, I just stopped. So net time, I didn't do as much as I should have. And it was like 80 minutes or 85 minutes. It was supposed to be 90 to 100 minutes. But the important part is I was able to do the 3 sets of 20. Not fully, but partially at least. I am a little bit concerned because that was hard. And that was only for 80 minutes. It was like 14 kilometers. I forget what it was in miles, but I have to do that for the entire marathon. 42 kilometers, 26 miles. If that was hard, I'm in for a rude awakening. So we're at the halfway point. So at least I know what I need to be doing, and this was kind of like a good test. But it's going to be rough. Yeah. The thing is, I want to run sub 3:30, and my goal marathon pace I set at 8 minutes per mile or 5 minutes per kilometer. But that's just to hit 3:30. Like realistically, if I want to be sub 30, I want to be faster than that. So we'll see. Maybe I set my goal marathon pace to be a bit faster. Anyways, that was today's workout.
We're gonna fly up into the blue sky so slowly.